Story of Mr. Jasson, who's a proactive English learner. Hello everyone, I'm Jasson, and today I will tell you about proactive English learner and how to learn English effectively. English is not my native language, it's hard to learn it. Proactive English learners are not passive recipients of information, but rather active agents in their own learning journey. They take initiative, set their own goals, and seek out opportunities to practice and improve their English skills. These learners are characterized by their curiosity and willingness to explore different learning resources and strategies. They don't wait for instructions. Instead, they actively look for ways to immerse themselves in the language, whether it's through reading, listening to podcasts, watching movies, or engaging in conversations with native speakers. Proactive learners are also self-reflective, constantly evaluating their progress and adapting their learning methods as needed. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and are not afraid to make mistakes, viewing them as valuable learning experiences. Furthermore, they understand the importance of consistent effort and take responsibility for their own learning outcomes, demonstrating a strong sense of autonomy and motivation that drives them towards fluency. Please attentive listening to Mr. Jasson's history, who's a proactive English learner, and he engages students to learn English. Please listen to what he describes ways of usage effectively from starting until fluent English speaking. In the bustling city of London lived a young man named Jasson. Unlike many of his peers who viewed English as a daunting academic subject, Jasson harbored a deep curiosity and a proactive spirit towards learning the language. His journey began not in a classroom, but in the vibrant tapestry of daily life. He was fascinated by the English-speaking tourists he encountered near the royal palace, their easy banter, and the way they effortlessly navigated conversations. This sparked a desire within him, not just to understand, but to connect. Jasson's initial steps were small but significant. He started by picking up discarded English newspapers and magazines, poring over the headlines and trying to decipher the meaning of simple words. He would often sit in coffee shops, eavesdropping on conversations, his ears keenly attuned to the rhythm and flow of the English language. Recognizing the limitations of solitary learning, Jasson sought out opportunities for interaction. He frequented the local park where expatriates often gathered, mustering the courage to initiate simple conversations with phrases he had painstakingly memorized. These early attempts were often clumsy, filled with hesitant pauses and grammatical errors, but Jasson was undeterred. He viewed each interaction as a valuable lesson, a chance to refine his pronunciation and expand his vocabulary. Driven by an intrinsic motivation, Jasson explored a multitude of learning avenues. He discovered the world of online language learning platforms, diligently completing exercises and watching video lessons. He wasn't just passively consuming information. He actively engaged with the material, taking notes, repeating phrases aloud, and even recording himself to identify areas for improvement. Understanding the importance of immersion, Jasson changed his phone and computer language to English, surrounding himself with the language in his digital life. He started watching English movies and TV shows with commerce subtitles, gradually transitioning to watching without subtitles as his comprehension improved. Music became another powerful tool. He would listen to English songs, read the lyrics, and try to understand the nuances of the language through their poetic expression. Jasson's proactive approach extended beyond individual study. He recognized the power of community and sought out fellow English learners. He joined language exchange groups, both online and in person, where he could practice speaking and listening with others who shared his passion. He wasn't afraid to ask questions, no matter how basic they seemed, and he actively participated in discussions, embracing mistakes as part of the learning process. In these interactions, Jasson also took on a unique role. He became an encourager and a motivator for his peers. He would share his learning strategies, offer support, and celebrate their successes, fostering a collaborative and positive learning environment. He understood that teaching others reinforced his own understanding and helped solidify his knowledge. As Jasson's fluency grew, he began to actively seek out opportunities to use English in real-world contexts. He volunteered as a translator for a local NGO that worked with international visitors, putting his language skills to practical use and gaining invaluable experience. He even started a small informal English conversation club for younger students in his neighborhood, patiently guiding them through basic grammar and encouraging them to speak without fear. His enthusiasm was infectious, and his students, inspired by his journey, began to adopt a more proactive approach to their own learning. Years passed, and Jasson transformed from a curious beginner to a confident and fluent English speaker. His journey was not a linear progression. It was filled with challenges, moments of frustration, and periods where progress seemed slow. However, his proactive nature, his unwavering determination, and his ability to create his own learning opportunities propelled him forward. He understood that language learning was not a destination, but an ongoing journey of exploration and growth. Looking back, Jasson often reflected on his initial spark of curiosity ignited by the voices of strangers. He realized that his fluency was not solely the result of textbooks and formal lessons, but rather the culmination of countless self-initiated activities, his willingness to step outside his comfort zone, and his proactive engagement with the language in all aspects of his life. He became a living testament to the power of proactive learning, inspiring not only his students but everyone who witnessed his remarkable journey from a curious observer to a fluent communicator. His story served as a vibrant reminder that the most effective learning happens when individuals take ownership of their education and actively shape their own path to knowledge.